Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Alicia in the Fear of the Walking Dead and her regression on her storyline.
Oh, it's so freaking sad to see. You know, we have badass Alicia. You know, season 1, she's of course naive. She's learning about this apocalypse. Season 2 gets more badass. Season 3 gets even more badass. Season 4, very badass. You know, basically more on the revenge side of, you know, losing her mother and losing Nick. And season 5, they regressed her story to painting with Wes. And season 6 was not much there. And now season 7, she finally returns, which is amazing. I
loved the return.
The return was awesome. You know, she didn't look great, which can be expected because, you know, she was in a bunker. She was probably hungry from what our theories were before we saw the events of what happened in the episode. But having them decide, how do we bring back Alicia in a really good way? Let's think. Okay, let's have her try to escape with Will and get fucking bit, cut her arm off. Are you out of your mind? Why?
I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that they took her hand.
I thought that was
just
stupid.
Gonna say that right off the bat. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
It's The Walking Dead loves taking left arms from people. We put a tweet out in there too. It's like, what the heck's going on with AMC just loving to take left arms? I don't get it. Like,
wasn't needed,
and
it made no relevance to the story.
It did, but it's foreshadowing her possible death, right? So she's thinking that she didn't get the arm off in time, that she's still dealing with the fever. Now, even though Will said her fever broke, the fever could still be from the infection of losing her arm. But Alicia's, because of, I think anyone would be really scared that, no, I'm still fighting this fever. And that's the thing we haven't seen in The Walking Dead. Somebody dealing with a walker bite long term. Still having a fever. Assuming you can, you know, still having a fever and things like that. Like we saw Herschel, you know, what happened with Herschel, and he was fine after a little while, but then no more fever. But she's been dealing with this fever for quite some time.
I just didn't like it at all. And here's another thing I didn't like. Keeping her bones and using her bones as a prosthetic limb.
I actually do. I get. Well, yeah, I get that part because it basically tricked Strand to think that she was actually dead.
Yeah, you think they're going to glove up that hand the whole time?
Well,
instead of doing you know what I mean? Instead of doing the Aaron stuff,
right?
Glove it up the whole time, so it's actually her real hand. They're just gloving it, and you know that it's gone.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Or she fashions the weapon that you hate into her arm now. But it's her left arm. How powerful, you know, she may not be a lefty, she might be a righty, so her left arm isn't going to be useless to use. You know what I mean? So
I just didn't like it.
I don't like what they're doing. And, you know, stay tuned. We are going to be talking more about Madison's return. And so, you know, with Madison returning, does that make it even more bleak? You know, that is the reason that they're bringing Madison back because we're losing Alicia. I don't know, but I have no idea.
So don't we have another video on Madison?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get more into that
for that other video.
Yeah, but
just
the regression of her story just isn't.
It could have been so much better.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like you didn't need to cut her arm off to show that she's this powerful woman that can.
Who's a leader?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. You didn't need to cut her arm off and put her through that. Like, whatever. Like it was a part of the story. That's fine, but I just think there was a better way to do that.
It should have been a better way, and we got kind of part of her regression story when in season 5 when the radiated walker that she killed put blood on her thing. Yeah,
it's the same thing.
You're redoing the same thing of her.
She thought she was gonna die from the radiated blood.
Yeah.
So why rehash the same story just in a different way?
Yeah, I don't like it at all. And
stupid.
It's stupid, guys. And we, you know, us being fans, we know the ups and downs of Fear the Walking Dead. You know, I see it, you know, more on the comments than anything else with Fear. It's a lot of, I wouldn't say hate, but it's
gotten a lot better.
It's gotten better.
Don't get me wrong.
It's gotten better, but I think, you know, the fans, including us, you know, we go after the writers of this and the showrunners, and that's the biggest issue, the biggest problem but the thing that I see most in the comments is like the showrunners are just destroying the show with writing and certain things. And yeah, we agree with some of the things that they've done in Fear. We've known the issues that they've had in the past couple seasons. It's gotten better, though.
It's gotten a lot better, actually.
It's gotten a lot better, but I think a lot of the fan base is really getting tired of the kind of episodic type episodes where everyone's split up. You have to deal with this. You have to deal with our group in one episode. You have to come back to them again 2 episodes later. It's a lot of jumping around. Now it can work in stages, but I think it's starting to weigh down a little bit. Like get everyone back together. And with this whole war against Strand now, making that's and here's my issue. I don't think that Alicia is going to take over the tower. I think she wants to destroy it. She wants to take away the thing that Strand loves the most, which is the tower.
Yeah,
not to take over it, to probably burn it to the ground.
You know what I see happening, honestly? I see that they're going to have this war, and the outcome of that war is not going to benefit either group. And
be a waste.
The outcome, another outcome of that war is that tower is going to get destroyed for everyone, not just for the people that want to see it gone, but also the people that want to live in that tower.
Exactly.
And what's going to happen now is we no longer have this saving grace of this tower. What's left for us to go to? And that is
Padre. If it exists.
So now all of the people that survived that war are going to have to come together and migrate to Padre and find Padre.
Right.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That tower we all know that tower is not going to last.
It's not going to survive. And that's my biggest issue is with Alicia's story is now that she's kind of coming back to take lead on taking Strand down. I don't want to see like Morgan like complaining like, do we really want to do this? Like,
yeah, like,
dude, you just tried to kill him, so we're doing this. Like,
the one part of the story that I really, really loved was when she found Will.
Yeah,
when she found Will, and she's like, that was the light, that was the switch that was like, okay, I'm going to annihilate you now.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that Morgan's gonna be going back to his issues again. Like, no, we probably shouldn't do this. Like,
well, what else is there to do?
What are you gonna do, Morgan? Like, you tried to kill him, so why can't Alicia try to take this whole place out? Yes, we know that John's in there, June's in there, Wendell's in there, Grace and the baby are in there. We know that. Okay, Strand's not gonna probably kill them.
That's gonna be but that's gonna be the balancing act that's gonna have to happen. Is how do you wage war on a tower and a group that has your loved ones in it?
Yeah.
We might not even get a war, right?
I don't know.
They might even abandon that storyline and find something else. It does have to be addressed because obviously Alicia and Strand now are enemies.
Yeah. So we have an idea of how this might turn out in a different video. We're going to be talking about Madison, but as of right now, we're not happy with Alicia's story. We really haven't been since season 5. Yeah. It got a little bit better in season 6, but I mean, I just don't know what they're doing. And to bring her back in this way again is kind of a letdown to where she's back. We're excited to then find out, oh, you could be dying and you might not survive to the end of the season.
At this point, unfortunately, and I can't stand that I'm saying this, either kill her off or do something major with her storyline,
right,
and expand her storyline.
Yeah, I mean, they've already renewed season 8, so no confirmation, but we know that Alicia Dednam Carey is starting a new TV series. We don't know if she wants to move on.
Could be.
She may want to leave after the end of the season. Wanted. And that's why they brought Madison back. We don't really know. Yeah, Frank was a little bit different. He was a little bit different. He wasn't really.
He wanted to move on regardless.
He wanted to move on regardless. He wasn't happy. Not that he wasn't happy with Nick's story. He thought Nick's story was as far as it could go. So he wanted out. Unfortunately,
I disagree with that.
Oh, I disagree heavily with that. And so does the fan base who likes Nick.
That man, we could do a separate video on that. That story, that character could have just.
Imagine if he's still around now. Like, come on, he'd been awesome.
We could see Nick and his army of walkers attacking Strand.
Yeah,
that's one storyline.
Yeah,
and saving the day.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So guys, yeah, let us know what you think. Do you think that AMC, the showrunners, have really taken Alicia's story a little bit on a downward spin? Maybe they'll bring it back at the end of the season, depending on the events with Madison. But as we're getting right now, you know, she still has a fever. It could just be from the infection of losing her arm. But, you know, if she is going to die, I mean, it would suck, you know, to have her die and then Madison come back. But
yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say kill her off or expand her story, because they are expanding her story. Don't get me wrong, they are. It's just how they got there is not something we agree with.
It's not choice. So let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for more thoughts on this. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're up.